The Steelers own us, man. Plain and simple. They own us. That was the most Ravens-Steelers game ever. To have almost 200 yards of offense more than your opponent. To have your first penalty of the game not called until the fourth quarter. To have almost double the amount of rushing yards as your opponent. And lose the game is insane. Ugly football with the Steelers pulling off a miracle finish at the end. That's what always happens in this rivalry, isn't it? Every single time. How do you not put that game away? How? They were by far the better team the whole game. Lamar Jackson was great until, of course, we needed him the most. I love Lamar, man. I'm not giving up on Lamar. I love that guy. He's my favorite Raven of all time. He really is. I've always loved Ray Lewis, but Lamar has overtaken him because I've watched his whole career and I love him. I will always be a Lamar Jackson fan, and I in no way, shape, or form giving up on him. But the truth is that consistently, in terms of game-winning drives, and you're down one score, and you need him to get a touchdown. He gets us into field goal range when we need it. But if we need the Ravens to score a touchdown at the end of the game, Lamar's consistently failed to do that. And we pay him all that money. He needs to be able to do it. I love him. I will defend him forever. I still think he's a great player. And I'm in no way, shape, or form saying otherwise. But he needs to finish these games better. The fact that you outplayed this team just by so much all game, man, and you couldn't finish? How do you not finish that game? That was so painful. This team is too good to be making the same mistakes I've been watching the Ravens make in games my whole life. This team is good enough to make a run. But they never will because they keep shooting themselves in the foot every single week, every single year. To be so close and so far away every single year with this team. I don't know, because it's crazy. The offense, moved down the field well, could not finish drives. At the start of the game, they were doing great. And then all of a sudden, they just stopped working. The defense was damn near perfect until they allow one touchdown, and then the game's over. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. John Harbaugh said it. His last week is 150th career regular season win for John Harbaugh. And they gave him the game ball. And you know what he said? We have everything we need. We just need to take it. And he's right. So take it! Take it! Couldn't have done it better myself.
Josh's first angry day. His first really angry day, guys. This is pretty cool to see. I'm still in a good mood. I'm still living the good vibes from Thursday. Plus, we'll get into my week because I had a what some people might call a legacy weekend. But,
you had a great week of picks.
But Joshua, that's his words out of his mouth. He said Connor Burns legacy week. But one of the games I got wrong was your Ravens. That was one of the two games that I got wrong.
Yeah.
Then the Titans, which that was a fucking toss-up,
Yeah,
whatever. I don't care about that one. How are you feeling?
So, yesterday, it was the anger. It was the frustration of just again, this team losing to the Steelers. Again, them shooting those. Now that I've had time to think about it, my thought now is, all right, what do we do from here? How do we fix this problem that we've had for so many years? And the answer really is, and I can't believe I'm saying this, I don't know. I really don't. Because this team is stuck. And they've been stuck. If you want your team to go to the playoffs, maybe win a playoff game, this team will do that every single year, and they are on pace to do that again. Despite how bad they looked yesterday, there is no part of me that feels anything about them possibly missing the playoffs or them not, at the very least, coming close to winning a playoff game. They're going to do that. They always do that. So, yeah, I think a lot of it falls on coaching, but then, so then you say, oh, that's all right, fire Harbaugh. Then the conversation becomes, who is out there that is going to do a better job than John Harbaugh? Because he's a good coach. He's always been a good coach, and he still is a good coach. So in the event the Ravens fire John Harbaugh, who do you bring in that would be available, that would be an upgrade? Don't even put that comment up. The one silver lining is the fact that now he's not going anywhere because the Steelers can say that he did a good job. That's the only silver lining. It's the only silver lining that he's not going anywhere. But
look, so I made a decision yesterday.
You go to Lamar though. I got thoughts. Hold up, Barnes.
Okay.
Because you go to Lamar, right? And there's two ways of looking at it. PFF chose the first way by giving him by far the best grade they have given him in any game all year. I think they gave him a 94.6 PFF grade. You can look at it one way of, let me just share my screen and show you what the Ravens offense, which came into this week as one of only two teams in the NFL.
He brought the film out, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. He brought the film out.
Because coming into this week, the Ravens and 49ers had something in common. They were the only two teams in the NFL to have 0 drops from wide receivers coming into this week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's roll the tape. All right? This is one way you can look at it, where if these balls that you're seeing here are caught, Lamar Jackson's fumble and goal line interception don't matter, and they don't even happen because the Ravens are running out the clock on a really nice 24-10 solid win where the Ravens were so clearly the better team, and they're running out the clock, so Lamar's not even in the position to throw the ball where he throws that pick, and they're not going on a 2-minute drill because Lamar fumbled it because, again, we're running out the clock. That is one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is, at the end of the day, whether it should or shouldn't be this situation, the Ravens were in that position where they needed Lamar to deliver, and he didn't. Twice. So there are two ways of looking at it. And it's true that Lamar made the throws and that should have been caught, and this game should not have been in a position where Lamar had to deliver a 2-minute drill. But the reality is that more times than not, when the Ravens have asked Lamar to deliver a 2-minute drill, like yesterday, whether it was his fault or not that we were in that position, he has not done it. He has crumbled. He has thrown interceptions. He has fumbled the game away. So what do you do? What do you do?
Nothing.
Right. Exactly. And
nothing.
That's the problem. You can't do anything.
There's nothing to do unless if somehow you get fucking Caleb Williams, there's nothing you do.
But the thing is, when you look at Lamar Jackson with all of his flaws that I'm not going to ignore, how many quarterbacks out there would you realistically take over Lamar Jackson? Realistically. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, that's about anybody
right now. You don't trade any Lamar Jackson for anyone right now.
That's my point. And you can't, even if you wanted to, because you just paid him all that money. And even if they wanted to, they shouldn't, because he is a guy and he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
So now you're going to have to cry yourself to sleep every night because sadly you're going to make the playoffs and you might win a playoff game, but you'll never win.
And then they're going to crumble in the playoffs again. And they're stuck.
That sounds like a rough life, Joshua.
There's one player, though, that I do want to talk about that maybe.
I don't think that he gets it. I was kidding.
I know you're not kidding.
That's a rough life. That's a really rough life. Making the playoffs every year.
It's not when you're comparing it to the Bears. But the reality is when you're stuck, and we're about to have the same exact conversation about the Cowboys in a second. Because I feel like the Ravens and Cowboys are in identical situations where they're going to be the exact same team they've always been. But the Ravens do have one player on this roster who happens to be getting a whole lot of money, named Odell Beckham Jr., who can help out Lamar Jackson, not on the field, off of it. Because something that I noticed about Lamar very quickly, and I will continue to bring up, is his competitiveness is insane. He has Tom Brady level of just competitiveness, which is both good and bad, as we saw with Tom Brady. Because when it's good, he's able to bring your team back and make plays. When it's bad, he's having a hissy fit on the sideline. That is both great and bad. So, Odell Beckham Jr., there was a period of time where he was the most popular player in the NFL. He was the biggest star in the league. And what was he? Immature. And he was able to get past it. Get in Lamar's head. Now what Lamar does not do and never does is lash out at teammates, do anything that would bring you up about being a bad leader. He's never done that. It's always beating up on himself. And we need someone, and my idea is Odell, we need someone to get in Lamar's head to calm him down. Because when players are dropping the ball, and Lamar
I think you could do that, Josh.
When Lamar is making plays and the players are not delivering, Lamar, understandably, gets upset. We need someone to say, calm down and deliver, because then when we need it, then he's the one making the mistake at the end of the game, fumbling the ball away or throwing a pick. So I don't know.
Look, talking about the Ravens, it's so weird because, look, I was looking at both of my pick'em leagues, both the leagues I'm in. Not a single person picked the Steelers in either one.
Oh,
not a single person.
Steelers. That has nothing to do with us. It's just that rivalry. We're always going to play each other close. I told you that.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The Ravens should have never even came close to losing that game. And you're not wrong to say that. And I'm not blaming Lamar whatsoever. I'm blaming more your wide receivers. That's where the blame goes to, especially after your highlight reel that you just showed. Well, your low light reel, not highlights.
Yeah.
Especially after that. Your receivers are to blame. Look, Lamar, he's my guy. I fucking love Lamar Jackson. Yeah, I always have. He's a great quarterback. And a lot of people give him shit just to give him shit.
Right.
But that game right there, the guy does not deserve any shit whatsoever. He doesn't.
I agree, but it's the pattern of whether we're in the position, whether it's his fault or not that we're in a position where we need him to deliver at the very end of the game for a 2-minute drill, he has a pattern, and that's my problem. But I agree.
Sure, I understand the 2-minute drill, but look, you can work on the 2-minute drill, but talking about the whole game itself, Lamar is not bad quarterback whatsoever.
No, he had a great game.
Yeah, you just got to work on the fucking 2-minute drill.
Game.
Yeah. Well, you see, here's the thing. What you do if you're the Baltimore Ravens right now is you just regroup and you move on the next week. You try and forget that loss as much as you can.
We got a long plane ride here.
Yeah. And you regroup yourselves.
Against a team called the Tennessee Titans, who have given us some struggles in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, which also has started this.
God, I will not be awake watching that game. That's kind of a shit show.
It's just, I'm really interested to see how they regroup, because that's the other thing.
Sure.
Are they going to regroup and be fine like they did after the Colts game, or are we going to have a pattern here? I think they'll regroup. I think they'll be fine.
I think they'll regroup. Look, you guys have so much fire in your chest right now after losing to the fucking Steelers.
Again,
so much fire in them right now.
It's the 6th time in the last 7 games we've lost to Pittsburgh.
Welcome to my life. Welcome to it.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's not fun at all. And you got so much fire in your chest right now. That whole team does. I wouldn't be shocked if you guys just kick Tennessee's ass Sunday morning.
And you know what? It's the perfect segue, though, because there's another team in the NFL where they're waking up with the exact same thoughts their fan base is, and it's the Dallas Cowboys, where they are going to be in a situation that they've always been in. They'll be in the playoffs. They'll maybe win a playoff game, and then they're done. So
But here's the issue, Josh. Here's the thing.
Where do you go from there in Dallas?
Here's the thing. Look, I love the Cowboys. I do. I love the Cowboys. Their fan base is, if you took Chicago and you put it in the middle of Texas, that is the Dallas fan base. I love the Dallas Cowboys. And I bet on the Niners because the Niners are the best team in football right now. You can't even debate it. You can't debate it.
We'll get into that in a second. They're incredible.
Yes, they are. It's Brock Purdy is playing out of his fucking mind right now. But the thing is when you look over to the Cowboys. Yeah. I'd put him top 10.
Surgical with that ball.
It's just so hard. It's so hard with that team because, dude, he has every single weapon that a quarterback can ever dream of. And obviously it's not his fault or anything. It's just, it's so hard to judge him on how good he is, but he's tearing it up.
True, but then he is the one delivering the ball to those weapons. He is the one who's making the throws in the tight windows. He's the one who is letting them make plays. And actually, I was on the phone with Sam this morning.
I agree.
And you know what he said? He says something very true. Everyone's talking about the 49ers weapons, but then no one gives enough credit to those weapons. No one talks about Brandon Ayuk enough. No one talks about George Kittle enough. No one talks about Deebo Samuel enough.
Kittle, bro. What a game. What a game. 3 tutties for Kittle. And it's National Tight Ends Day coming up soon. But here's the thing, right? is you look at the Dallas Cowboys right now, and this is what a lot of people said. They said, hey, Dallas, you've looked really good so far. That defense has looked good. You haven't played a real team yet. Which is true. They hadn't played a real team yet. Who they play? The Giants, balls.
Jets,
Broncos, the Cardinals,
which they lost to.
Yeah. They hadn't played a real team yet. And sure, they kicked the shit out of these pre-K teams.
Right.
But they hadn't played somebody true yet.
And not only did they lose when they played a good team, they got destroyed.
They got their asses kicked. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing for this Dallas team. And you want to talk about ownership. The 49ers have owned the fucking Cowboys.
Yeah.
49ers, because look, ownership in divisions, that happens. But a team that's not in your division, and you usually play them in the playoffs, and they're kicking your ass like this every time.
They've sent them home in the last 2 years in a row.
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough. But looking at Dallas, I feel like you're kind of in that same situation that you talked about with Lamar. Is a lot of people give Dak Prescott shit, but like, who's better? Who would you have over Dak Prescott right now?
Dak, there are more quarterbacks than you could say about Dak.
There are more. There are more. No. I agree with you. There are more. But who the fuck are you trading for?
Exactly.
Who are you trading for? No. When you have, see, Dak for a lot of years, he was right on that bubble. Is he a franchise guy or is he not?
Him and Kirk Cousins are the same level.
Sure.
And they are the top of that
I think that
level.
Kirk Cousins is a lot better, but sure. With Dak, you have to keep him. You have to. That whole team, that defense is stellar. That defense is unreal. But the offense needs to help him out.
Yeah.
The offense needs to help him out. Why'd they lose that game? Because Dak Prescott could not get the ball going. 3 interceptions also does not help whatsoever.
Right.
And it's just Dak's clutch factor. Sometimes I feel like he's the most clutch quarterback in the NFL, and then the other game, and then the next week, he sucks. Yeah. He sucks when he has to. And it just fucking kills me, dude. It kills me because I love the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the exact same conversation about Baltimore, where they are stuck.
Yeah, and they're stuck. And I think that one of the biggest problems is that big guy, Mike McCarthy. Right. I think that he should have been fired after the playoffs last year. I don't think that he should still be a head coach there. But what do you do if you're Dallas? What do you do?
It's the same thing. I don't know. You can't. Because they have, just like I'm saying the exact same thing I said about Baltimore. They have the talent. They need to get over the hump. Now, with Dallas, it's harder because John Harbaugh is better than Mike McCarthy. Lamar Jackson is better than Dak Prescott. But the problems and the thing that they need to do to fix their problems are the same. They just need to figure it out. It's not about a missing piece. They need to figure it out themselves.
Yeah, I agree with you. And here's the thing, buddy. I want to move over to the next game. I don't want to go through like every single game on the slate. I just have a few that I want to talk about. Just a few. Let's talk about the New England Patriots. Since we're talking about teams that are struggling right now, I really want to talk about the New England Patriots. This is bad.
They're horrible.
The New England Patriots are not good. And going into this year, I did not think they were going to be that good. Mac Jones, we've heard all this stuff about his attitude apparently and how he has just a crybaby attitude. I could see it. I could totally see it.
It is time to move on from him after this season.
Yeah, the Patriots have officially entered the Caleb Williams race with this loss.
And
they've officially entered it.
I am both shocked and not surprised at all, if that makes any sense. Because when you looked at this roster, and you look in particular, because their defense, until losing Christian Gonzalez and Matthew Judon both for the season, because their defense was really good. Really good. And it was playing very well to start the year until they lost those two guys. But if you looked at that offense, start of the year, you knew they didn't have any talent. So it's Not surprising at all to see the Patriots at this. But then it's also absolutely shocking to see a Bill Belichick coach team look like this.
Yeah.
And now it's time to have the
And people
conversation
saying fire Bill Belichick, that's fucking
You will
crazy.
never fire him.
That's crazy to
You will
say.
never
That's
fire
crazy.
him.
Patriots fans, dude.
But don't be surprised they mutually part ways.
Sure, I kind of like what Ken said, moving him to the front office. I kind of like that because I think that regardless, he's still going to be involved. But here's the thing, Josh. This Patriots front office, if they draft a top quarterback in this draft.
Got another raid. Let's go. Book it with Trent.
Hey, thank you, boys. Shout out Trent. Shout out to all the boys over there. If you get a top draft pick in this draft and you go and get a quarterback, there is no way in hell you don't let Bill Belichick coach that team.
But here is the thing. You watch Justin Fields play in his first 2 years, and what does a quarterback need when they are developing more than anything else?
They need a fucking team around them.
Weapons. And look at the Patriots wide receiving core.
Yeah, and also, by the way, fuck everybody who never believed in Justin Fields. Fuck you all. I don't care. That's only 2 weeks. Also, because I made a video kind of trolling at the same time. But after the Thursday night game, Justin Fields was number 1 in the league in passing yards, and even after Sunday, still tied for second in the league with the most passing yards in the NFL. But I thought that he was a fucking running back, and he can't throw the ball, huh? I thought that was true, but it's not. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's wild, by the way. But
he's a running back, Josh.
Look at the that was never a real thing. But
he is.
Look at the Patriots wide receiving core. Look at the players that they're surrounding Mac Jones with. Not that Mac is playing well, because he is very obviously not. But he has no help. He does.
Yeah, Mac literally has no fucking help whatsoever.
That's the problem.
So what do you do?
The Patriots.
What do you do if you're the Patriots going into this offseason?
It's a different question with them. They need to start over. It's not a situation with Baltimore.
Yeah, no, it's that simple.
New England doesn't. They need to start over. They need a new quarterback. And listen, Belichick's the greatest coach of all time, but you need a new coach in there. I think it's time to restart.
Yeah.
It's time to restart.
I could see it, but I just don't see Belichick leaving if you get one of the top quarterbacks in this draft class. I don't see him leaving.
If they force him out, he's not going anywhere because they're never going to fire him.
No, they'll never.
But they can politely say
get the fuck off my team.
Start over. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's really likely. And as good of a coach he is, I think it's probably the right move.
And what we haven't talked about in this game is also the New Orleans Saints. We've talked only about the Patriots. We haven't talked about this Saints team. That looks great.
Hey, I've been asking for it all year. Impress me. Impress me. Impress me. This is the first time I was impressed by them.
There you go, Josh. Finally, are you hopping on?
Hopping on to what, though? That's my question.
Them winning the division, making the playoffs? Are you hopping on?
Do I think they're better than Tampa? I don't know.
They are better than Tampa. They are. They're better than Tampa.
I don't know if they're better than Tampa or not. But, I mean, this team is going to be in the race to win their division. They'll be close.
I still think that they're going to do it. I
think they can. I just don't know if it was straight up, who do I think it's going to be? Is my answer going to be New Orleans? Yet no. Do I think they have a better
I don't know. I've just been so confident in this team for so long now.
I think they have a better chance than I did at the start of the year, but I still, if the question straight up is who do I think it's going to be, New Orleans or Tampa, my answer is still Tampa.
Okay. I respect it. All right, let's go back to the landscape real quick. I just want to talk about what was the next one that I want to go to? Fuck. God damn it. No. Panthers Lions. Because look, this is, even though the Bears didn't play on Sunday, this is a win for us on Sunday. Now, how shocked are you, Josh, that the Panthers are starting off this season 0-5?
Stunned. Because over the NFC South, They were the team I picked to win that division. They
suck. They suck. They suck bad. But this game, this isn't about the Carolina Panthers. This is about the Detroit Lions dominating at home, as they should this year. As they should.
When you give a team this much hype, you expect them to deliver. And the Detroit Lions,
100%.
in every sense of the word, have delivered.
Yes, they have
it's as
delivered.
simple as that.
And they've been just pure domination all year long. The entire year long. It is beautiful to see. It really is. Even as a Bears guy who grew up with them being a divisional rival, I love to see the Lions playing good football. Now, I hope against us that we kick the shit out of them, but anybody else, Detroit deserves it. Detroit really deserves to have this good of a football team, and I appreciate seeing them dominate at home, especially when they helped us out this game.
Yeah.
They helped us out.
Exactly right here. They did it without Amon-Ra, and they did it without Gibbs.
42 points without Amon-Ra or Gibbs is unreal, which here's the thing.
I recently
without
learned
Gibbs.
It's not Amon-Ra, it's Amon-Ra. Did not know that.
Amon-Ra?
It's not Amon-Ra, it's Amon-Ra. Did not know that until this week.
Okay. But even without Gibbs, I mean, you're still fine because David Montgomery's a fucking tank. But 42 points without two stars on your offense is unreal. It's unreal. But it also just shows how bad this Carolina Panthers team is.
Sam Laporta's legit, too. He really is.
Sam Laporta is legit, dude. He's a beast. He's a beast. I was worried when you guys traded Hawk last year, but man, Laporta's been a dog. I love that play that you guys and the 49ers ran as well.
Yeah.
The little sweep and then pitch it back to the QB. Tight end wide open down the sideline. That's awesome.
It's perfect.
That's awesome. Also, another update for you, Joshua.
Yes.
Because I know it's one of your biggest things that you talk about is the brotherly shove. I think that at this point that we have seen every single team in the league try and do it.
Yep.
And there's only a couple that can.
But nobody can do it the way the Eagles can, though.
Nobody can. But there's a couple teams who are starting to figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
They're starting to figure it out. One of them being the Chicago Bears. They can figure it out because Justin Fields and Jalen Hurts are almost like the same player. The same build. Same build. Same.
That'll ruffle some
no,
feathers.
that will. Same build. Same play style. Him and Jalen Hurts. He's like a mini Jalen Hurts. I'm not saying that he's as good as Jalen Hurts, if that's what people thought that I was going to get.
Yeah, no. You're going to ruffle some feathers with that.
Hell no. No, I'm just saying same build, same play style. Same play style.
You said no, but I do want to say this, that, they're back.
Oh, yeah. No, I just want to talk about the Lions game real quick. Yeah, no,
they're back.
Fine.
And so is Burrow, who was comfortable in the pocket, made plays in and out of the pocket, delivered throws that he was not delivering until this week, and everything that I said on the kickoff show about him yesterday, which was that until proven otherwise, he's not good and needs to sit, or he's injured. Obviously, I assumed he was injured because there was no reason to ever think that he just suddenly became terrible, because there was obviously no basis to that. And now he's back.
Yeah.
So
he played his ass off, brother.
It's honestly all I have to say is that they're back.
He played his ass off, and you know who else did? Even though he was still second in receiving this week because somebody leads him. Jamar fucking Chase, dude. What a game.
Look at that.
What a game. And I don't know if you saw his tweet after the game, Josh. But it was one of the funniest things ever after his quote to the media last week.
Where he said, he is always fucking open. He proved that.
And then he posted a picture of 7-Eleven on his Twitter because they're open 24/7. Nice. That was a good touch.
Nice.
That was a good touch. But hey, I know obviously you don't like the Bengals. You don't like the Bengals, but I do.
Hate him with a burning passion.
I do, and it's good to see him back. Plus, I have the Cardinals under 4.5 wins this season, so always good to see the Cardinals lose as well. Always good.
I'm just ready, and we're about a month away from Ravens-Bengals on Thursday night in Baltimore.
That's going to be a fuck game to bet. That's going to be a fuck game. Jesus, that's going to be fun, but that's going to be a rough game. It'll be fun, though. It'll be fun. All right, which one do you want to get into next?
Good job. Good job. Good job, Jacksonville.
Great
you finally
job.
won a game that you were supposed to win. Not supposed
Great
to win.
job.
Not right, misspoke. Not a game you're supposed to win. You won a game against a team that was supposed to beat you in terms of a team that was supposed to look like the Super Bowl contender. And you played well. Now,
yes,
the offense, I am still worried about them. I still am worried about this offense because my expectation for this team was different than most. If your expectation for the Jaguars was for them to do the same thing they've done in previous years, there's no reason I don't think they'll do that. But I'm still yet to see that Super Bowl contender that I've expected out of them. But they did well yesterday, and I am impressed.
They did. And it's just going to take some time, especially when you have Trevor Lawrence with as young as he is. I hate to say it, but he's still a young guy.
Yes.
And sometimes it's going to take a couple weeks for him to really start to figure it out. And the thing is, it looked like he figured it out against the Buffalo Bills. That whole team looked like they figured it out. No, I had to watch the highlight reel because I might have slept in a little bit during this game. But I was sitting at church, right after I go on my phone, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? But
Travis Etienne happened, I'll tell you that much. My God, he's a monster. Played against himself in fantasy.
This was a fun one. And I finally got an upset of the week, right?
Here it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw this. It's hilarious.
Yeah. I finally got an upset of the week, right? Which I think I got one right before. But this was pretty good.
Your first designated upset of the week that you were at, right?
Yeah, because I usually do the Packers losing or like somebody beating them or the Bears winning. Yeah. Which the Bears 100-1 was a good score prediction.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw him.
Hopefully he's okay with his knee injury thing that suddenly has popped up. Hopefully that's not a big deal. Because this man is averaging 12 yards per carry this season.
Dude, he's unreal.
He can cut his yards per carry in half and have one of the most efficient seasons of all time.
Bro, he's just so fast.
He's
so fast.
Everyone says he's Chris Johnson.
Yeah, dude, this Dolphins offense is literally like insane.
Tua threw a pick six.
Aaron Jones tonight?
Yeah, he's out.
That's big.
Aaron Jones is out.
That's big. We'll talk about that at the end. Tonight.
Still don't really know too much about Devontae yet, who has been. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some news before we preview that game, which will be coming up at the end of the show.
Yeah, but wow. Miami, they performed again, and the Giants, they scored their first half touchdown of the regular season in this game with a 102-yard pick six, which also makes it the longest touchdown this season.
Yeah.
Which is that's so wild that's the way that it was done.
Yes, it is.
That's the way that it happened, Josh. Sometimes you just can't make it up, Sometimes you just can't. And one thing that you can't make up is how bad the New York Giants have been this year. Even after this game. I know that you were going to lose this game regardless, but my God, they look bad.
Yeah.
They look bad, Josh.
Well, another one of my favorite topics, though. Another one of my favorite topics is that 2,000-yard discussion. How is someone going to do it? We talked about it coming into this week. There were 3 receivers who had that 117-yard pace per game. It was Tyreek, it was Jefferson, and it was Puka Nacua. Nacua is no longer that pace. Jefferson no longer has that pace. He's close, but he is injured, so he's probably going to miss a couple games, which obviously rules that out. Tyreek Hill, 181 yards. He's at a 130 per game pace right now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a chance. Still following that.
Yeah, it's still early.
I don't know why I'm so obsessed with a receiver getting 2,000 yards, but I have been for years, and I just want to see someone do it. So
I just think the biggest thing with him is that he can't get hurt. Well,
yeah.
Obviously, if he misses one game, it's done. If he misses one game, it's over. So he can't get hurt, and he needs like a Hail Mary in every game, basically.
Yeah,
and a little bit more on top of that.
Yeah, but hey, right now he's at that 130 per game pace. So he's. You
know what? Let's talk about the shit show. Give me the Jets and the Broncos. Let's talk about it.
Anyone want to talk about Zach Wilson to me again? Anyone who tried to tell me that Zach Wilson was anything other than terrible? Do you have anything to say now?
No, he still sucks. But the Jets' defense is really good.
Yeah, yes it is.
Their defense is really good.
Yes, it is.
We knew that, and I just had a weird reason. I had a weird reason that the Jets were going to win this game. I just didn't know why. And seeing Zach Wilson just suck dick in this final score being 31-21 is kind of crazy.
Brees.
Yes, it is all Brees Hall. And Brees Hall had himself a absolute legacy game. So the Jets defense. And the Broncos just still suck.
And what's weird is that it is not last year. In fact, it's the exact opposite of last year. Last year, they had one of the best defenses in football, and Russell Wilson couldn't do shit. This year, Russell Wilson is balling out, and the defense can't do shit.
It's a train wreck. And, dude, I think that honestly, if by the end of this year, Denver doesn't even turn it around in the slightest, that Russell Wilson trade with Seattle might become the biggest fleece of all time.
And it's unbelievable because it's not like last year. He's actually playing good football this year.
Yeah.
And it's still
I remember back in the day, this was when I first started TikTok. This was after the Bears were going to toss Mitch. Okay. And the rumors were going around about Russell Wilson to the Bears when he was still in Seattle. And our trade package to get him, because this was real. So what happened was they were at Trey Lance's pro day, Ryan Pace and the Seahawks front office. And they basically agreed. And the one person who shut it down was Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll shut it down. This is a real story. Our trade package for Russell Wilson.
Confirmed?
Yes, this has been confirmed by Chicago news outlets.
Wow.
Our trades package was Kyle Fuller, Akeem Hicks,
Ravens legend,
and 3 first-round picks to Seattle for Russell Wilson.
And Denver's was Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, Drew Lock. How many firsts? 2 or 3?
It's either 2 or 3.
And then there's a third in there.
And man, now, thank the Lord that never happened. Oh my God. You know how different the league would have been if either us or the Eagles got him?
The Eagles is really this is the big one. Great profile picture, by the way. But
that's so wild. That is so wild to me. But yeah, the Broncos are just a shit show. Yeah. And they're going to be a shit show for the next, I don't know how long, fucking couple of years.
No team has ever had this big of a fall after winning a Super Bowl. No team has ever missed the playoffs 5 straight years after winning a Super Bowl. The Broncos are working on 9 unless they make the playoffs this year.
Yeah, which I don't think.
No other team has ever won a Super Bowl and missed the playoffs 5 straight. Assuming they miss again, it will be 9 straight.
Tank.
Sell everybody. And that's what it sounds like they might do.
Yeah. Pat Surtain. That would be pretty cool to have him on any roster. I'd love to have him on my roster.
His dad is the DB's coach in Miami.
Yeah, that would be fucking wild, dude.
Just gonna throw it out there. His dad is the DB coach in Miami.
But man, the Broncos, it's not the biggest surprise in the world, but with Sean Payton there now, it's a surprise enough. You know? It's surprising enough, and I just can't believe it. What other games have we not gotten into? We only have 14 a week now, not 16.
Yeah. Yes.
So.
How about, hey, you know what? First of all, despite the loss, just another example, CJ Stroud is the real deal.
This game killed me. This game, I was so mad. I was so mad.
Ritter.
I picked the Falcons to win, but I had them in a 3-legger. And the last leg was the Falcons -2.5.
Ooh.
And I lost by the hook because they let up that stupid touchdown when they should have. It was like 3rd and 9. It was brutal. It was brutal. But then I won it all back in the afternoon and Sunday Night Football, so we're good. But
Desmond Ritter had the best game of his career.
He did.
No picks, No sacks either.
Yeah, he did. I was flipping. I had it every once in a while. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. I finally made the investment. I got red zone.
HN
I finally got it.
MRI for his knee. Hopefully he's all right.
But I finally got red zone.
Did you?
I went the first couple weeks without it because I was at the Bears game week 1.
Right.
And then week 2, I don't know. It's just the past couple weeks we were just kind of just watching it because we got the 2 screen set up and it's like, okay, you can watch 2 games at once. Having red zone on one of them is such a game changer. It's unreal.
Oh yeah.
It's such a game changer because the two games that I had were the Titans and the Colts and the Lions and the Panthers. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? Those were the 2 local games. So I made a lot better. Yes.
Because we play in London next week. I get all day red zone next week. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, dude. That's the best part. That's why I was watching it, dude. I had red zone on all day because Bears already played. That's my favorite
whenever we play in primetime. That's why it's just another reason why I love when Baltimore plays at primetime, because then, or in this case, London, but we've only been to London one other time, and it was the worst loss I've ever seen the Ravens have against Jacksonville in 2017. But
yeah,
either way, the fact that I get to watch red zone all day is always fun. Yeah.
What's
anything
next
else on this one? I don't have anything else.
No, not really. No.
We have not touched on the Eagles and the Rams, the Chiefs and the Vikings.
Let's go the Chiefs and the Vikings.
Okay, and then Titans Colts is the other one. We'll do Chiefs Vikings.
Titans Colts. We don't have to touch it. It's that game.
This was an interesting one.
Yeah. If anything,
scoreboard liar, it's one of my terms I use. Scoreboard liar. The Chiefs were in control all game.
Yeah, but one of the things that makes me scared now is Vikings are sitting at 1-4 and they are so hungry for a win. They are so hungry for another win, and they come to Chicago next week.
You and the Vikings and Bears are the same record.
Yeah, we are both sitting at 1-4 right now. It's just the Vikings look a lot better. And you know what? I really do agree with this chat, dude. The refs have been helping out the Chiefs so much this year. So much. Not this game, though, guys. They, like Josh said, they were killing them the whole game.
This game, I don't care what the score. Like, this was Kansas City was in control all game.
No. The real score, this is like 27-14.
Like Minnesota would take it.
No, it didn't. But the thing is, I do agree that there's been a lot of calls helping out the Chiefs this year.
Of course.
I'm not saying they're wrong there.
Of course. Are we surprised? It has nothing to do with Taylor Swift either. It has to do with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's the new Brady.
It's just
he's the face of the league.
It's just, here's the thing, guys. A lot of people hate the Chiefs now. Not just because of the refs. Just the whole Taylor Swift thing's a huge thing. And I agree with them. I don't think they're wrong to do that either.
I think it should start to go away, though, because she was not at the game yesterday. I don't expect her to be there many games now.
Yeah, but it won't do it, dude. No. You don't understand the Taylor Swift fan base there. This is never going away now, Josh.
Well, it's not the Taylor Swift fan base. It was the NFL.
This is never. No. She goes to any other game. It's never going away.
Well, of course.
It is never going away. Because here's the thing, ready? It's not going to go away until Travis Kelce, if he does break up with her. That's the only way that's going to go away.
Right.
It's the only way that will. And if that happens, NFL viewership, the Swifties are all going to boycott, and it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be a shit show.
That'll be fun.
No, it would be really funny to see Twitter just absolutely going crazy. All the Swifties on Twitter just going crazy against them. It would be pretty funny, but just in general, like my hatred is growing for the Chiefs a lot. It is, and I don't like that because I've always liked the Chiefs. I've always liked watching them because Patrick Mahomes plays good football. But
honestly,
it angers me. Some of these games are trying to anger me. You know,
it's Mahomes and the Chiefs, and
yeah.
It's just It's Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they're going to continue to be Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they're going to. It's just until proven otherwise, they're the Chiefs.
Yeah,
they'll be fine.
That's all it really is, and they're the Super Bowl favorites right now, which is not surprising.
I don't agree with that.
I don't think they are. It's either them or the 49ers.
San Francisco. The only thing I said on TikTok last night, the only thing that I think that can stop the 49ers from winning the Super Bowl right now is injury. That is it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kelsey
or themselves.
Right now,
they
Travis
have a
Kelsey did not
game.
participate in practice today. Remember, they play on Thursday night against Denver. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, he might be scratched. Hey, and also people were talking about Justin Jefferson.
He's going to be out for some time, it looks like.
Like he's going to be out on Sunday?
We don't know, but it sounds like there's a chance that he might miss.
That's pretty wild if they're going without Justin Jefferson on Sunday. And that's right when we get back Jalen Johnson too, because that matchup between them is fun every time. Seeing Justin Jefferson and Jalen Johnson go at it. Very fun. But I don't know. I think that we get into Monday Night Football.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's do that. Let's pull it up. All right. Now, the big thing is we still don't really know if Davante Adams is going to play or not.
Mm-hmm.
That, to me, and I think most people, is really going to be a pretty big factor in this game, to say the least.
100%. 100%.
Let me see if there's anything that has changed in his status that I might have missed. Okay, nope, he is expected to go. He is expected to play. Okay. He has barely practiced this week, but he is expected to play. There you go.
No.
Oh.
Josh, I didn't prepare.
Uh-oh.
You know what shirt? My favorite shirt is in the dirty wash.
So yes, it does look like Davante is going to go. Jair is going to go, who has not played.
He's a bum, though. He's a bum. We don't need to talk about him.
No, he's not.
He's a bum. He's a loser.
Because he's a Packer?
No, he's just a bum. He's a bum.
He's good.
He's a bum.
Is that a real take, or is that because he's a Packer?
He's just a bum. That's all he is.
He's one of the top 3 corners in football, and you know it.
When he gritted against Justin Jefferson, that was like the worst move ever. I hated it.
You're just a hater.
I hated it. He's a bum. Davante will smoke his ass all day.
I actually am really excited to see that matchup now.
Dude, Jair gets dusted. No. But this is like a real. He gets dusted. Like, here's the thing. Most of the time he's locked down, but he always has these highlights where he just gets dusted. All the time. All the time.
When you say all the time, you mean like maybe once a year.
No, it's all no, trust me. Like when the Bears played him week 1, DJ Moore was cooking his ass. Yeah, no, he's a cocky little fucker, though.
That he is. I'll give you that. I'll give you that much.
He's a cocky little fucker.
I'll give you that much.
I
will give you that much that he is cocky. But he is very much not a bum.
But in this game,
I'll tell you this before we even do it, because you did point it out. Let's talk about it, Burns. 11-2 on picks. The fans in my
11-2.
I went 8-5, and you have a chance to extend your lead here even more so because we all picked Green Bay. So you could even go even bigger if you really wanted to, which I don't think you really need that much motivation to do. But I'm just going to throw it out there that if you pick the Raiders and are right, you would go 12-2, and everyone else would go 9-5 or 8-6.
I do know. I know. I've been looking at this. I've been looking at this all week because right now I'm also in first place in my Pick'ems league, and I get my money back, which was $100 if I win. If I win this week, but the person right next to me has the team that I'm picking against, and it's a 1-point difference between me and them. So it's literally, I'm stressed about tonight's game because I want my $100 back. You know, like I want my money back, so I'm playing for free. Play the sound, Josh. Play
You're
it.
doing it?
Play it.
What a shock. Where
Play
is
it.
it?
Michael Josh.
Wait a second.
I will be the lone wolf on this one. And I'm going with the Las Vegas Raiders, baby. I love them. I really don't. I don't know how the Raiders are going to win this game. I
Well,
don't.
The
because-
way is if Devontae torches your.
No, but here's the thing. Like, the Packers suck. That's not a shock. The Packers suck balls. They are not a good team this year whatsoever. But either are
I
the
don't think they're
Raiders.
a bad team, though.
I think that they are. I've said all year they're a bad team.
I think they are very much a mediocre team. They're not good.
They might be okay on paper, but they are a bad team. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, no, never mind. 60% of the public is on Raiders -2 versus the Packers spread, but then 77% of the public is on the Packers money line.
Wait, what was the percent?
Wow.
What was the percentage?
77% of the public
Wow.
bet is on
Look
the
how
Packers
close it is
money
to
line.
us. 76% for the Packers on our family.
Wow.
Interesting.
But yeah, Devontae's gonna put his nuts in Jordan Love's face. That's why I'm picking this. And I do have my lay for tonight, for people wondering. I got a straight bet on Raiders -2. And then I have a parlay, just the over. I like the over at 46 points. And I like the Raiders money line. That's one of them. Then the other one is the over, the Raiders -2, and Jordan Love over 0.5 interceptions. Anytime the Packers play on primetime, that's always my prop. That's always my prop. But I'm going to take the Raiders. Fuck.
Garoppolo is back as well.
I wish that this was my lock of the week. So I'm going to do the same score as my lock of the week, 70-20. 70-20 Raiders. I just love saying these big scores, Josh. You
Yes,
know
you
I
do.
do.
By the way, speaking of
Love it.
scores, look at my Titans Colts score.
No way you were 1 point off. Did anybody else come like remotely close?
In overall, let me look. I don't think anyone came that close. Obviously there were a couple that were like, oh, there were like you were kind of there, but in terms of like 1 point
Yeah.
off, like Michael got said Dolphins 35-16. It was 31-16.
Mm-hmm. I was pretty close with that Chiefs Vikings score. I mean, 34-20, but they were about to go down and score another touchdown. Then I would have been right.
Yeah, it's true. Whereas it's like there's a
Damn.
couple that were close, but I was right.
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, you were 1 point off. Is pretty crazy. I don't know, dude. This could be the end of the legacy week, and it would be really cool if somehow the Raiders win tonight. Which, dude, I don't know how. I need Max Crosby to just go in there and like just torture Jordan Love. Also, I don't know if this is real or not. Apparently, it was just like fake on Twitter, but it was really funny when I saw it. That it was like before the Packers-Lions game, Hutchinson went up to Jordan Love, pushed him on the side, and said, "Lace him up. This is going to be a long night for you." And he ran back.
I
to
saw
the
that too.
sideline.
Completely fake.
Yeah, I know, but that would have been so badass. Like, I could totally see Hutch actually doing that, though.
By the way, not that he wasn't already incredible in his rookie year, but he's even better so far this year. He's been incredible. Just wanted to throw that out.
Yeah.
There. He is.
No, he has.
This year.
But hey, I just wanted to tell all you guys in here, if you're watching on Twitch right now, go on to YouTube, look up Burns and Berman, and subscribe on there as well.
Yes.
Because we're trying to grow the YouTube channel. We're getting close to 1,000 subs. We're getting close. It's so hard.
Real close.
That's one thing that people don't talk about on like fucking social media. It is so hard to grow YouTube channels, bro.
Yeah.
Like you see people on TikTok, they'll have 2 million subs, and they'll have 2 million followers on TikTok, and then you go to their YouTube, and they have like 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
It is so hard to do it on YouTube.
It's very,
It's
very
ridiculous.
difficult to do.
And no, I will not be at the Bear game on Sunday. I did get invited, but I cannot go because it is homecoming weekend at Illinois State University.
Ooh.
And I'll be watching here, but I will be at the Raiders game. I will be there next week. I'm doing kind of a mission. I'm taking the train instead of driving. I'm taking the train. So yeah, But do you have anything else you want to add today, Josh?
No.
No.
It's a part of the next network.
Yeah, it literally is like
it's a part of the next network.
It is, but it's not at the same time.
Yeah.
It is, but it's not at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I'm just kind of like a free agent, you know?
That's true. It's true.
But now we have the show, so it's like I'm kind of like on like the contract deal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
But hey, I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for listening in. Mondays are always our most popping episodes. Always are.
Especially after what's been
after one of our
every
teams
Monday,
sucks.
It's been either a Bears loss or a Ravens loss. So
yeah, after one of our teams sucks, it gets popping.
We're yet to have a week where we both win.
Dude, that's gonna be like a celebration episode. I'll get like a
Yes.
confetti machine. We'll have a good time. But hopefully that's
It's gotta be a week
next
where
Monday.
we both play someone terrible.
Oh yeah.
Like if we
We'll
both play a team that sucks, but we both win. And
We'll
then
get
we're
like
yes!
slices of cake. We'll have slices of
Especially as, like, a
cake. We'll wear
Ravens
party
fan.
hats.
Where it's like, we beat the Cardinals, who we do play this year. We do play them.
Would you get a party hat with me? And then we could wear party hats for that episode?
If it was a storyline like that, yeah, why not?
Okay. That would be pretty cool. Like, even if the Bears are like 2-10 and they
Yeah.
somehow win a game, like, I'm interested. Which I don't think that's going to be the case. And I think the team still gets 7-8 wins. But that's just me being hopeless, not a hopeless romantic,
Not
but a
hopeless,
hopeless football
it's
fan.
hopeful.
Same thing. Okay. I'm not
The
that fucking
opposite.
smart. You don't have to point it out. All right. All right. But I got to do some homework.
Okay.
So I'm going to call quits for today. And hey, guys, we're going to be live again 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Come and join.
Davidson joining us. This time for real.
Come and join. But it's midterm week, and I got to go and like study my balls off. So, Joshua, I love you. Everybody in here, I love you. Go and subscribe to our YouTube. Thank you, boys. Deuces.
All right.